In today's video, I want to talk about the foundation to healing your skin and your hormones. Nope, it's not skincare, it's not supplements, nor is it making space in your schedule. It's actually energy. Because when you have a surplus of energy, your skin will glow, your cycle feels a little easier, and you're better able to manage your moods and your emotions. But in this same modern lifestyle and modern day age, we we find ourselves a lot of times feeling in energy deficit. And when women come to see me in clinic, it's usually they don't really want more advice because they know a lot already. They know what they need to do, but they want to stop performing wellness and rather they just want to integrate what they know and tweak what they know and kind of receive wellness rather than just performing because performing takes a lot of energy as well. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about all about energy and where we can gain more energy to help our skin and our hormones. Now, before we go into that, I wanted to start with sharing how does energy actually get produced in our body, because by knowing that, then we can work backwards and support our energy source. So I've got a form here. So the step one to creating energy is fueling the fire, what I call fueling the fire. This involves digestion and absorption. This is where we eat our food and then it gets converted, it gets broken down into molecules that fuel the fire. Example, carbohydrate burns into glucose, protein burns or breaks down to amino acid, and the fats breaks down into fatty acid as well. Now, these molecules or small molecules get absorbed into the bloodstream and then it gets delivered into our cells. And when it is in our cells, it gets converted into energy currency in the mitochondria. Okay, so glucose enters the cells in the mitochondria, which I call it like the power plant, powerhouse, because that is where energy is made. Okay, so the powerhouse, power plant, energy factory, if you like, and this is where you create this energy currency. So imagine ATP is the energy currency. It's what powers from head to toe, your brain function, cell repair, your hormones, detoxification, everything as well. So ATP, if you think about ATP like a 2 pound coins, because I'm in London at the moment, 2 pound coins, we need other things to make it up. Okay. So you've got your fuel um, and other enzymes involved as well. Now, we also have backup energy as well. So first we got the fuel, and then second we have the powerhouse party, which is in the mitochondria. And then after that, we have the backup energy. So remember I mentioned ATP is like the 2 pound coin. So, and example, NADH2, or you've probably seen a lot of NAD supplements and injections. That's kind of like the 1 pound coin. You combine them together and make ATP. So you can produce more ATP with the NAD. And the other source is the buzzword at the moment is creatine. So creatine is basically an emergency energy source and is stored in the muscle for like a emergency dash when you need energy quickly and immediately. And when we use up our glucose, when we don't need it, it gets stored in our liver as glycogen. So when we need it, it can be delivered into our cells to produce more energy. So that's how we produce energy. Now, as we age, things will shift. Our hormones shift, our metabolism shift as well, and how we repair ourselves also shifts. So we need to listen to our body and adapt to how we can create, conserve, and contain and consume energy as well. Because if you look at this energy equation, think about when you're younger, you have energy surplus. Okay, you can bounce up very easily after life, after a knock, after an injury. And then as time goes by, different life stages, different losses, different loves, then we start losing our energy, our life force. Some people say it's chi, some people call it. We get an energy deficit. And where we are the balance is a dance between how well we charge up our energy and how much we allow our energy to leak. And we also must not, we often forget is our capacity to, as we are, what's the word? As we are improving our energy charges and reducing our energy leaks, we also need to expand and protect our ability to create, convert, contain, and conserve energy. So it's like the capacity. Okay, so this is kind of like our mitochondria, how healthy it is, our body, how healthy is it? Because if you are charging yourself, but you're not able to use that energy efficiently, you're going to leak it out. Okay. So let's look at what happens as we age in terms of our, the shifts, and then we can know what's going on with our energy. So number one is our energy production slows down. Okay. That means our factories, our powerhouse factories, our mitochondria actually become less efficient because it's, you know, age, wear and tear. So it actually produces less ATP and our muscle decrease as well. So after menopause, our muscle decrease really, really quickly. So we have less energy reserves. Remember, we talked about the creatine, which is in the muscle. So we actually have energy reserves in our muscle as well. Our nutrients also, the way our body absorbs nutrients also changes. Number one, whether we are eating less calories because we're worried of putting on weight, or we are not absorbing it well, whether it's because of stress and we are eating too quickly, or because we have food intolerance, or we have gut dysbiosis or inflammation, leaky gut syndrome, and then we're not absorbing it well. So you can do a test to check, your nutrient deficiency, how well whether you have nutrient deficiency, like vitamin B's, iron as well, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan, and magnesium, vitamin D's as well. So these are like common nutrients to look out for. Okay, so in order to improve our energy production, we need to fuel our body enough. You need to fuel for growth, fuel for repair, fuel to help you to thrive, not just to survive. Prioritizing protein and also, what's the word called? Strength training to preserve your muscle. Remember, as we preserve our muscle, we can maintain our energy. So preservation. Okay. You might want to, depending on your blood results, you might want to add in supplements that can support you. So like CoQ10, magnesium, the vitamin D's, and vitamin D as well. The second thing that changes as we grow older is hormonal shifts. So hormones like the estrogen, our testosterone, our progesterone, as the fluctuation happens during perimenopause and then menopause when it really declines, it takes a lot of energy. Our body goes through a lot of changes during that time. So it expends a lot of energy. And if we're trying to resist it, that even bleeds out energy even more. And so with that, that will affect our energy indirectly, affect our moods, affect our sleep as well. It causes us fatigue as well, and also the mental load. Figure out like what's going on with me, liaising with medical professionals and seeing that, am I mad? Do I need therapy and different things as well? So all that will bleed out your energy. One more hormone that's important as well is thyroid hormone. So you want to check your thyroid hormone, your full thyroid profile, your TSH, your free T3, and your free T4, and looking in your thyroid autoantibodies as well, because thyroid, if it's a bit sluggish, it actually reduces your metabolism and also affects your what's the word called? Your energy production as well. I call it, it's almost like your builder. Okay, it's like building and pouring in fuel into your oven. So if your thyroid is low, then you have trouble doing that as well. Okay. And also, as we're older as well, our adrenals, how well our adrenals are coping also shifts as well. So if you're someone who's been running on fumes and adrenaline and stress hormone for all your life, then your adrenal may go into adrenal fatigue. And with that, it will also affect how much energy you produce because your body is basically, there's out of balance wear and tear versus rest and repair. And if your body is go, go, go all the time, remember I mentioned in another video talking about adrenal fatigue. It's like you have a car and you're pressing on one is your pedal, your accelerator, and one is your brakes. And if you're pressing on your accelerator all the time, or more often than your brakes, then your tire is going to wear out, your car is going to break down a lot quicker as well. So with this, you know, there's different ways to help. You might want to go for therapy to help deal with stresses, trauma in the past, conditioning. Breath work can help, body work can help. So there's so many modalities that can meditation that also can help. And also consider hormonal support. Speak to a doctor, a practitioner, a doctor that can help you with that to see if you're suitable for HRT. And if the doctor says that you don't need or you're too young, find find another doctor for a second opinion. Okay, because not all practitioners are trained the same, and it depends on what training they had and also their own experience with fatigue and energy changes as well. And the last one is how you use your energy needs to be strategic. Okay. Apart from including exercises, gym to build muscle, you need to make sure you have time to recover as well. We call active recovery. Okay, making sure you're supple, you're flexible, your joints is not too tight. Pilates is a good one. Yoga is a good one. Just simple stretches is a good one also. Give yourself enough time to recover because you are not, as we age, we're no longer spring chickens. Is it spring chickens? Yeah, spring chickens. So once we are ill, we get injured much quicker. So we need to make sure that we give enough time for our body to recover as well. Our sleep patterns will change. So we need to be really disciplined or discipline. I think it's sometimes discipline has a negative connotation to it. I would say more devotion to your self-care and find ways to get better sleep. Okay. I mean, for me, is I need head earplugs to sleep now because so that I don't hear my husband snoring because I'm a very light sleeper or feel my son coming into bed with us. So that is one of the ways as well. Another thing is your nervous system. As we grow older as well, our nervous system become more sensitive. Okay, more sensitive. So we are we are more sensitive to environment, our emotions. We get stimulated or easier to get overstimulated. So we need to find ways to regulate our nervous system a lot better. And if you've been in survival mode for many years, your nervous system will by default be a reactive type. And so we need to find ways to reset your nervous system. You can work with a somatic practitioner, learning, again, lots of breath work, therapists, learning how to soothe yourself and learning how to feel safe in yourself when anxiety and fear comes up. Okay, I actually created a simple 5-minute energy reset. So did you download and it's got audio meditation as well and just simple breath works that you can do in less than 5 minutes. And I link it in the description down below if you need some extra help. So think about these shifts. They are not limitation, they're just signals to let your body know what you need to prioritize in order for it to thrive in this new stage of life. And if you're looking at energy charges and energy leaks, what you can do is like this exercise. So take a just a piece of paper and draw in the middle, okay, energy charges and energy leaks. So, for example, for me, my energy charges are gym, journaling, and drama class. Something expressive. Energy leaks is mental load thinking about dinner or food, cooking, doing the groceries. That stresses me. I don't like it. And all the mental load of being a mother with a young son. So look at that and then see whether do you have a lot of energy leaks? Do you need to one by one address them? Maybe you need to address them, or maybe you have a lot of energy charges, which is great. But if you have a lot of energy charges and it's still not giving you what you need, then you think about it. Then you need to think about, okay, what is my capacity? What am I just doing things and not actually, it's not actually working because it's not integrating into my body, into my cells. So it's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Right? So tell me, what, tell me as if you when if you do the exercise, do you find you have more energy charges or energy leaks? Which areas do you feel you need more support with? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to help. See you next video. Bye.